Weapons isn't just another mystery, it's a film that forces you to confront uncomfortable truths about society. When 17 elementary school children vanish without a trace, the real story isn't just the missing children, it's how fear, addiction, and societal expectations shape the lives of those left behind. At first glance, Weapons might seem like a simple mystery, a group of missing children, one teacher at the center of the suspicion, and a town looking for answers. But as the film unfolds, it becomes clear that it's much more than just a search for the missing children. It's a reflection on how we as a society respond to fear, bias, and judgment, and how those reactions drive the characters' decisions, pushing them down paths they may not understand or even be aware of. What makes Weapons so compelling is how it uses the metaphor of addiction, fear, and bias to explore larger societal issues. These aren't just personal struggles for the characters, they're reflections of a broader societal issues we all grapple with, often without even realizing it. These forces shape how we view others, how we judge, how we suppress the things we're too afraid to confront. And Zach Greger, who brought us Barbarian, delivers a technically brilliant film in Weapons. His direction goes beyond simply telling a mystery. It's about creating a world where fear, judgment, and addiction are part of a larger framework that controls the character's actions. Weapons challenges us to look at these issues from a broader perspective, asking how much of our behavior is influenced by unseen powers that pull the strings. And Greger's strength lies in his ability to weave multiple layers of complexity into the story. Each character feels real, deeply flawed, and caught in a system that forces them into actions they can't escape. They are not just reacting to the mystery of the missing children, they are reacting to the societal pressures around them. And as they do, we are reminded that we too are often controlled by these same forces in our own lives. One of the most effective aspects of Weapons is how it shows bias in the most subtle, everyday moments. Early in the film, Josh Brolin's character asks the mother of one of the missing children to show him the footage from her doorbell camera. She's hesitant, uncomfortable with the request, yet instead of respecting her boundaries, he waits for the husband to get home. And the husband, without hesitation, agrees. And this seemingly small moment speaks volumes about how gender authority dynamics play out in society. This mother's discomfort is dismissed, while the father's consent is taken as a given. Another chilling moment played for laughs occurs when Justine, pursued and terrified, seeks help from a shopkeeper, but is turned away. And this moment highlights the possibility and the reluctance in society to step in when it is needed most, especially when it involves someone we don't know or understand. It's a commentary on the bias we often hold toward others, how we can be quick to judge and slow to react in moments of crisis. The performances in Weapons are key to bringing these themes to life. Julia Gardner's portrayal of Justine is particularly striking. She plays a woman caught in a whirlwind of public suspicion, battling her own internal fears and emotions while trying to maintain control of her life. It's a complex, nuanced performance that grounds the film emotionally, allowing us to connect with her even when the situation seems beyond her control. The rest of the cast also delivers standout performances, each actor adding depth to their character and making them feel authentic. The emotional weight of the film is carried not just by the plot, but by the raw vulnerability of each character brings to the screen. The cinematography in Weapons excels at creating tension. The framing often isolates the characters visually, emphasizing the emotional turmoil, and the use of light and shadows builds a sense of unease, while the color palette, mostly muted, adds to the feeling of dread. But when bursts of vivid color appear, it's a reminder that even in the darkest moments, the characters' emotional shifts are still at play, making the film's visual language as complex as its narrative. And one of the things that sets Weapons apart is its use of dark humor. It's a film that keeps you on edge of your seat, but it also has moments where you'll find yourself laughing at things you probably shouldn't. This isn't laugh out loud comedy, but it's kind of humor that's uncomfortable, perhaps even inappropriate. It's a response to the absurdity of the situation that the characters find themselves in. And it's what makes the film so unnerving. It forces you to reflect on why we laugh in the face of discomfort, why we try to relieve that tension with humor when it's clear there's a much bigger issue at hand. What makes Weapons truly unique is the presence of a greater power pulling the strings. This power isn't fully revealed right away, but once it is, it forces us to think about the societal forces that shape our lives. This power controls everything: fear, addiction, and bias. And it's this force that drives the characters and to act the way they do, often without understanding why. The film doesn't just present these forces as personal issues, it frames them as a larger societal forces that control and manipulate us all. The reveal of this power is a twist you won't see coming, but this is one that leaves you questioning how much of our behavior is dictated by forces beyond our control. Whether this twist works for you is entirely up to you, but it's impossible to ignore how it challenges us to think about the unseen forces shaping our lives, decisions, and our judgments in our lives. On the surface, Weapons is an intense genre film, a mystery with twists and dark humors, but at its core, it's a film that challenges us to reflect on how addiction, fear, and bias shape our lives. It forces us to confront the unseen forces that pull the strings, shaping our perceptions, our actions, and ultimately the world we live in. Weapons isn't just a movie to watch, it's a film that invites us to think about the system we built and how they influence us for the better and for the worse. Weapons has split some viewers already, so what do you think? Did you see the twist coming? How did Weapons challenge your view of the world around us? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Please look for all my reviews and all my thoughts about film at realpete.com, and I appreciate you going on this film journey with me, and as always, be real.
At 2:17 in the morning, every kid woke up, got out of bed, walked downstairs, and into the dark. And they never came